Okay, this is the second video. I spoke to David. I think originally this was supposed to be like a vegetable garden. So, you know, it's something we could talk about from a design perspective and how you want to lay this out. To be honest with you right now, I would almost consider removing the, if you're not going to do the vegetables, removing all the metal edging. You can see it's all rusted and a lot of it's just cracking in the corners. But rethink this area. I think that, you know, should be an important area to reconsider. Again, a lot of weeds in the beds have to be pulled. All your dogwood trees have the same issue as the other plants I talked about in the front. They have all the winter damage. See all these dead little limbs? Those are supposed to be cut out once it's visible in the spring. And by doing that, you're removing all the dead limbs so that tree can put all of its energy into all the limbs that are actually alive. So the tree will look much nicer. This could be just from winter damage, or again, it could be from the sprinklers spraying into the trees. Either overwatering or winter damage, I would attribute the issue to. Plus, the same time you spray your crabapple trees, which get that yellow blotch as a disease, the dogwood trees all get anthracnose, which is like this black blotchy stuff in the leaves. That's also a fungus. So you can spray these all at the same time, okay, in the spring. Beautiful Japanese maple. Very, very important that whoever is doing the snow plowing contract here is taking a broom and knocking the heavy snow off the top, because these I see all the time get split right down the middle from the heavy snow, and that's about a $20,000 tree if you had to replace it. That's really, really nice tree. A lot of your trees have these hanging limbs from the snow damage. Those are supposed to be tied back in the early spring so you don't have a misformed tree. Okay, so those are supposed to be tied with rope. You wouldn't see them and it'll look much more presentable. All right, another dogwood tree, same thing, has to be trimmed. A lot of vines growing in the Andromeda. The rhododendrons have to be cut back. You'll notice that they haven't been cut back yet. This is the other property. Same thing, the plants just look unruly over here. Some of them have to be cut back and tied. Winter gem boxwood here, those have to be cut back. Espular apple trees, those again have to be sprayed for fungicides. These have to be deadheaded after they flower, so you're not looking at the black flower on top. So once the flowers are spent, you're supposed to deadhead them. Snow fountain weeping cherry. This gets something called a boar's insect. The boar's insect will attack this tree as well as the white birch tree. So these both have to be treated, again, the same time as your cherry tree in the side and the same time as your boxwoods. Early spring with something called imidacloprid and fertilizer. And what it does is it prevents these boar's insects from boring a hole through the bark of the tree and eating the inside of the tree. It's a very, very common problem. So this tree, that tree, all these trees, as part of our service, we could also give you a quote, a separate quote for trimming the trees so they look more kept and more shaped, okay? So some dead limbs in the bloodgood maple. A lot of plants planted in the wrong spots. You got hosta in full sun. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh, that's a paper bark maple tree right there. That's a beautiful tree. I don't think I would have used it there though, because if you live here for a long time, it grows 80 feet tall. Another beautiful Stewartia.